This is a picture of the junior high I attended for 7th and 8th grade. I believe it was built during the Great Depression as part of the Public Works project, but I could be wrong. I knew there was a date on here somewhere. This is 1931. This gray house on the corner is the house I grew up in from 1976, roughly, till, well, it was home until my mom sold it, I think in about 2015, 2016. It is now an Airbnb. Sometimes I'm tempted to rent it, but then I think, nah, some things we should just leave in a memory. This is Immaculate Conception Church, which was the church I grew up in, the Catholic Church. I've always admired this steeple. I thought it was kind of cool, but haven't been in here since my dad's funeral. Haven't been to confession for 45 years. Bless me, Father, but you don't have the time to hear my confession. All right. This is our main street, and here's the crowd getting ready for the 4th of July parade, which is actually on July 3rd, on 2021. COVID is over here in my town, at least, I guess. No masks. This is where I went to elementary school. It looks very different from when I went there. It has a new entrance and maybe perhaps a new addition. I'm not really sure what they did. But this second part of it here looks a little more familiar, but I think they may have actually torn the whole thing down. I'm not even sure. This is my brother's house. He's got all the flags out for the 4th of July. This is our the new junior high. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years old actually. But when you don't live here. And this is Charles City Community High School. It's much bigger now than when I was here. They've spent a lot of money on gym and track and everything else since I was here. I was class of '83. But all of this stuff was new, is new to me. This is where my dad is buried. The last tombstone in that line, where it says Girleman. This is part of the river, Cedar River, that goes through my hometown. I think this part of the river is called Bayou Bend. I'm not exactly sure. A lot of houses. And this is the other side of the river. Or the other side of the bridge, really, is what I should say. And this park is new since I moved away. It's called Victory Park. And here are some of our well-known Canada geese. And yes, you call them Canada geese instead of Canadian geese. Let's see if they run away or attack me. I come in peace, geese. Oh, they're still taking a look at me. I think enough people feed them that they're pretty tame. Hello, fellas. This is the Charles Theater, where I watched a lot of movies growing up. It is a famous Art Deco style theater. And rather than tear it down, an organization took over, and now people in Charles City can see movies for $2, first run movies, and the staff is all volunteer. This is our Central Park. Most of these trees were young baby saplings when I was a kid, or even when I was in high school, and they planted them. This is the old Charles City Public Library. It's a Carnegie library, meaning that there are libraries all over the country that look pretty close to this that were paid for by the Carnegie Mellon Foundation. It's a beautiful library. Spent a lot of time in there as a kid. The children's library was in the basement, and then the upper library, they have beautiful stained glass windows, and it's quite nice. I'm here over the 4th of July weekend, and so my hometown is very patriotic. Lots and lots of flags everywhere. I'm standing on our Main Street Bridge. This is one of 2 dams in my hometown. You see where the water's pretty calm up there, but you really don't want to go over this dam. This is the entrance to the public library where I used to work all through high school. It's very different now, though, than when I was here. These are the 2 largest stores in town now, Tyson's and Hy-Vee. There is a 3rd grocery store called Fairway. Not sure if I'll get out there. This is the Wildwood Golf Course. My uncle was actually the manager of that golf club over there. Always one of our prettier parts of town. These are the little park shelters here, and I believe they were built by German prisoners in World War II. This is more of the stonework by the German World War II prisoners. This is an old Iowa cornfield. Actually, I don't know if old is correct, more like typical. It is typical Iowa farmland. These are what the houses are like on 3rd Avenue, a very typical street in my hometown. I'm sure this guy is going to be wondering why I'm videotaping it. This building is where I was born. It is now called Comprehensive Systems, where they take care of physically and mentally challenged people. This is Floyd County Memorial Hospital. Treated a lot of family and friends of mine. And here's a view from Main Street Hill of downtown Charles City. I'm sure these people are wondering why I'm videotaping them. And here is our post office. And that was a short video of my hometown. I didn't include everything my hometown has. I just included things that are part of my memories of the town. I'm here in Marlis and Carl's basement, and I wish you well.